before you go, I just have to, I'm learning so much about my brother today and the impact that he had over his life, but especially since his time up here. It's really amazing. I'm very thrilled to hear it.
I'm Jasmine. Tiffenbach. Yeah. Just making sure. So I was getting lessons with Tom, I think for 2 years, 2 or 3 maybe. And I remember when I was in 6th grade, so I was 12. I really wanted to do this concerto competition, and Tom was like really supportive, obviously. And the piece that we had been working on, I ended up not being able to do it because it didn't have like an orchestral part, so I had to learn the elegy like on the fly, like really quickly. And I remember when I was like in the competition, and there's like tons of people in the room, and he was in there. My finger just stopped moving because I was so nervous. They just like stopped moving, and I was like, oh yeah. And then I was really embarrassed afterwards. But then he came up to me and he gave me a hug, and he said how proud he was of me. Yeah. So I always just really loved that piece, even though it kind of, I don't know, yeah, I really loved it. And then the day after I heard that he passed, there was a concert at Pilgrimage Church, and I thought like, oh, that's like a good way to honor him, since I'll go listen to some classical music. And then the theme for that concert was French music, and I didn't actually know that until after. But oh yeah. So I was sitting there, and I was like trying not to cry through the whole thing. But then actually my current cello instructor, he said, oh, I'm gonna, because everyone there knew Tom, and he dedicated a piece to Tom, and it was the elegy.
Oh, wow.
I thought that was so weird because he said that was one of his favorite pieces, and I felt like that was Tom's like way of saying like he's proud of me one more time. And I cried so hard during that, like really hard, but it was really beautiful. And I just remember like every day during like before lessons, he would say, "Hey, Jazz," and he just always sounded so happy, and he'd always tell me how proud he was of me.